Happy Thursday, beautiful people and funky junkers. It's gonna pull you up on my iPad. Happy Thursday, my friends. We're gonna make over a cute little summer tray. Let me just make sure I'm live. Yes, I am. There I am. Sorry I'm running late. It seems like I usually run late. I had to watch the, hey Patricia, I was babysitting the grands today, and then I got home around noon, and then I finished up a couple of custom orders that I had and got some other stuff out the door, checked my emails, cleaned off my crafting desk. My brushes are freshly washed. And so I said, well, I'll just come on at 2:30 because I was still in my pajamas. My hair was in a bun. I looked like a hot mess, and I have to be somewhere at 5:30 tonight. So I figured I'd get ready beforehand. I was going to come on here looking a hot mess, but anyway, here with Reba Rose. I am cross-posting to the Reba Rose site. So happy Thursday, my friends. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Trish and Kimberly and Wilma and Leslie. Happy Thursday. And guys, it's so beautiful here today. Not a cloud in the sky, 82 degrees in Ohio. I think tomorrow's going to be 60 and raining. Go figure. Beautiful day here, but it's killing my sinuses. My nose feels stuffy. The granddaughter was a little stuffy this morning, had some snot, so I washed my hands a lot, so hopefully I'll keep all the germies away. But yeah, I feel very sinusy. I just took an Advil cold and sinus. Hopefully I'll start to feel like my teeth are aching, and I always know that's my sinuses. So, hi Mary, hey Janice. So anyway, I went into the very hot attic and I pulled out this fun little tray. It's not very big. It's probably about 12 inches in diameter. We're gonna do this center piece here. Hey Yvonne, I did send out a telegram. It's about 7¼ inches in diameter in that center part. So I did use a A4 size piece of Reba Rose paper, which is about average size here, just like your regular printer paper. And we're gonna do something with, I've been wanting to do something lemony for a hot minute. And before I forget, I also want to let you all know, I partnered up. Now I've always been a big supporter of Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara. And I just recently became an active affiliate. So I'm super excited. I have to get that on my link tree, but I'm super excited for that. So big shout out to Vintage Retail Therapy. Hey Maria, hey Terry. You love the trays, I do too. So anyhow, yeah. So my thought was, because I want to use this lemon paper. Thank you, Barbara. Mine off. Jean, I'll put some on this one. Allergies, yes. Corey, you had a dream about me last night? I hope it was a good one. We were doing something fun, like thrifting or painting. Hey Tamara, hey Gina, thank you for the stars. So this is her lemonade paper. I don't really know the name of it, but if you go to her site, which you can do !paper, it'll take you to her site, and I think if you just type in lemon or lemonade, it'll probably come up. It's beautiful. I believe this also comes in an A3 size. I don't have a scratchy throat. I just feel like sinus pressure. Hey, Nicole. Sparkle Junkie. And I just cut it around the inside there. I think we're going to do some rhinestone trim. And my thought was I was going to paint it all white. I'm going to add in some yellow. I think checks around the outside I think would be cute. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do some green on the edges. So I pulled out some different greens. And then I pulled out a juicy mango paint color from Paint Pixie. But I want to tone it down a little bit and make it a little bit lighter to do the yellow checks around the outside. So we're just going to get started and then we can chat. You got your red, white, and blue bracelets today. Thank you, guys. I'm kind of shocked. The red, white, and blue bracelets aren't selling as hot as I was hoping they would. I mean, we're all patriots here. Do !Sam and go get yourself a set of the red, white, and blue, because you know what? It's going to be Memorial Day here in less than a month, or right around a month, and we're all going to be celebrating. We're all going to want to be wearing our red, white, and blue, so go get on it, peeps. As Lord knows, I don't want to hold on to them. But thank you for everybody who has going to and has purchased. I appreciate you supporting my small little business and Sam's little small business. So I don't know, do you guys want me to like Zoom? Yeah, I've been supporting Mara for many, many years. I've just had her on my link tree, and then she's like, do you just want, I'm gonna do an affiliate. I'm like, count me in, sister. I accidentally hit the trunk button and you were so mad at me. Oh, and Corey, that's hilarious. That's too funny. Somebody asked me a question. How do you measure the middle to cut? So when I cut this paper, all I did was put the paper down here. I'll show you. Aren't they beautiful, Lori? So I just ran my fingernail around the inside like this. Guys, I feel like I have to sneeze. So I just ran my fingernail around that inside edge, and then you can see where you got to cut it. That's all I did. So I don't really measure. I just kind of score it out with my fingernail. Bernie, send me some pictures. I've never been to Europe. It's on my bucket list. I want to go to Scotland. Janet, yeah, let's talk about Jack while I paint. I'm going to paint everything white. Jack, you guys, I drove 45 minutes to get to this game last night. It was such a good game. The whole entire game was like 1-1. Then it was like 3-1. Kenston, my son's team, was down. Then they caught up, and then it was 4-5, 5-6. I mean, every point was back and forth. It was one of those, you know, like just intense games. Hey, Laurel. Hey, Joanne. And it was one of those intense games, and the boys just were playing their heart out, and it was an away game. And then they had 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter, okay? 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and one of Jack's team members makes a goal. So we tied up the game. They start the overtime clock, 4 minutes. First person in lacrosse in overtime to score is the team winner, is the winner. 34 seconds in, my son gets this ball. I put it on my story, and guys got to go watch it. I might have done it on a reel. I think it's a reel. And he slipped it in the net. The whole crowd went wild. I mean, if you watch, you guys got to watch that video to the end. You can see Jack running. He plows into one of his teammates they were laughing after, and then he just jumps into his coach's arms, and he's hugging, and everybody was hugging, and oh, I got goosebumps just thinking about it. It was so amazing, and he was so like, and he comes off the field, he gives me a big hug. His girlfriend was there, gave her a big hug. It was a great, great, great game. Made the game-winning score, and he's like, Mom, he's like, I didn't even know if the ball was in my net. He goes, I felt like it landed, and I just wung it, and it was. I must have watched that video probably 20 times. Thank you, Greta. You guys will love it. The red, white, and blue are so pretty. Perfect. And here's the thing. You buy them once, and it was like, you can use it for Memorial Day. You can use them for Labor Day, 4th of July. And like I said, we're patriotic people here. Hey, Rhonda. And our whole house is like red, white, and blue. On our outside, we decorate red, white, and blue. It was an amazing game. So he doesn't have a game until Friday. He's got practice tonight, but tomorrow we'll be out. I have to drive, I think, another hour and 10 minutes. I got to go to Akron tomorrow. We're going to Hoban, so I'll be there. And it's just a great game. Super, super excited. So hopefully they'll win tomorrow and keep this little streak going. Looking for a brush. It feels so good to have a whole thing of all my... clean brushes. I don't have white chalk paint. This is like that acrylic paint. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am not a fan of this. It's very thin. I feel like if I put that down as a primer, I probably need to get like a heavier duty. I think I like Americana better. It's a little bit. I'm gonna use this first and see how it is, because that's what I did last time I painted a tray. I don't have any Bonding Boss or anything like that, so it was a great game. So anyhow, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Go watch it if you haven't seen it, I did do it as a reel because I know some people can't find the stories, but wow, amazing. Hey, Kristen. So it was a great, great game. All right, we're going to paint this whole tray white. So yeah, although he got hurt like halfway through the game. He got stepped on the top of his foot, so he came home limping last night. It's a rough sport. Who would have ever thought lacrosse? You get out there and you basically hit each other with sticks. It's a crazy game, but it's a great nail biter. They're having a great season. Jack is doing phenomenal this year, so super proud. Glad I was able to make it. Glad I have the job that I have that I can do this now. It was great. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you guys for sparkling. What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, somebody mentioned my makeup. Today I am wearing, okay, I have to say, I love the new palette by Ophir. It's the Quiet Bloom palette. That's what I was wearing yesterday. It was more pinky. Love it. But this is like my go-to everyday look. This is the Perennial palette. I think it's my favorite palette from Ophir, but I have to play around with the Quiet Bloom. I'm usually more like this, but those colors yesterday that I was wearing, that was the Quiet Bloom palette. So pretty. So yeah, today I had to finish up some custom orders. And then I finally got that out of the way. I cleaned off my desktop. I watched the grandbabies. I washed my brushes. Life is good, and I like being in a clean desk environment. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Tammy. It was a great game. I wish you guys could all be there because it's so exciting to watch them play. But a lot of you guys probably had kids in sports. You know, those nail-biting games, you know? Yes, B, now that it's summertime and we're getting halfway decent weather, if you can spray paint anything, like especially bottles or trays, it definitely works so good. Hey, Lisa. But I still like to paint, but spray painting is way easier if you live in the only thing I didn't do to my room is vacuum, and I got crap everywhere. I do need to vacuum. I do like spray painting. Hi, Susan. Yeah, it's a great time. So tomorrow we will see how tomorrow goes. It's got a game at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I do want to tell you about my friend Molly. She's one of my Royals. Mandy, right? Molly, young artist. She's having an auction tomorrow. I believe it's 6:30. I told her I'd share it onto the page. I'll be driving when it starts, so I'll do my best to get it shared over. But go check her out. I had some of her clay boxes at an auction about 6 months ago. You guys love them. She does really great work with the clay tiles, so go check her out. Now I think I'm going to go in with this heavier paint. I do custom orders. I didn't used to, but I have lately now that I feel like I've kind of got it down pat. My turnaround isn't the greatest because I do get busy, but if you guys want to see it, I'll show it to you because I have it over here. I just had to dry it. Yellow for yellow tickets. Yes. Oh, the refs sometimes are the worst. This is a custom order I did for Lisa out in California. It's got all kinds of rhinestones, beautiful, would you bend, totally dazzled. Gorgeous piece of wall art right there for Miss Lisa. All I have to do is fix the hanger. I have to put that up on the other side because we kind of tilted the picture around. So stuff like that. Anyhow. So yeah, you can just message me if you have any, and I'll tell you if I can do it. I'll tell you what my time frame is. Tomorrow morning I didn't really do payroll yesterday. I have to do it tomorrow. It's gonna take me probably about 4 hours tomorrow morning. Yay me. Hey Donna. It was a great game. Okay, so this was just this paint, this Crafters collection. I feel like this is thinner. And the paper that we're using today is Reba Rose. You can do exclamation point Reba if you're watching on the Funky Junque page. Do exclamation point Reba in the comments, and the chat bot will drop you a link. That if you switch out what? You switch out a WD-40 spray top for a normal spray top and it works. Spraying what? Spraying like spray paint? I don't know. You know what spray paint works great? When I used to do a lot of like, I gotta do another bottle collection. Walmart flat matte spray paint in the blue bottle from Walmart is great. Scotty Pletz, it's exclamation point paper. Exclamation point paper, it'll take you to Reba Rose's site, and then just look up lemonade or lemons and this will come up. And I believe it comes in both A3 and A4 sizes, so you can get this in the bigger paper too, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I want to move you guys down just a tad so you guys can see the whole I know I have like a little bit of a glare there on the bottom of my screen. That's when I broke my brand new phone. Turd. There you go, exclamation point paper. That's a little bit better. There we go. And I want to talk to you guys about a show that I have been binge watching. Rhonda, you know what I'm about to say. And Reba's got some beautiful papers. Guys, just go to her site and you can spend hours like shopping for decoupage paper. It is spectacular designs. I started watching at the suggestion of y'all and Rhonda Reader, the show called Yellow Jackets. Y'all, if you haven't watched it, I was up till 1 o'clock. I got home like at maybe 10 o'clock last night. Literally, it's so good. It's so good. I was watching that when I was waiting for 2:30 to come around. It's so good. Creepy. It's a little creepy. Not creepy, just like very Lord of the Flies-ish. But man, oh man, is it good. Like, you have to go watch that. If you kind of get into a little bit of excitement, an absolutely fantastic cast. I mean, they're just nailing it like one after another. Changing the spray on the W52. Really? I would never think that that would work because it's so skinny. I just read another something about WD-40. They were talking about what? It was on, I think one of you, Janet, were you on there? I think on Misty's. I just saw where Misty posted something about WD-40, and now I forgot what it was about. You watch all of Yellow Jackets? So I just got to the part, it's on Netflix, Linda. I just got to the part where they're at the class reunion. It's really good. The first couple episodes, I was like, I don't know. But as I kept getting into the storyline, I keep trying to tell my stepdaughter, I think she would like it. And it's on I think there's 3 seasons. I'm only on season 1, I think episode 9 or 10. Highly recommend. It's kind of almost like, I don't even know what to say it's like. Maybe along the lines of something like, not The Handmaid's Tale, but it has that same kind of vibe. I watch it on Netflix. I don't think it's on Amazon Prime. I watched it on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, I think you guys would like it though. I don't even know, it's not a horror movie. It's just kind of like Lord of the Flies. Stacy, right now I am just I did 1 coat of this Crafters Collection from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of watery though. It's a water-based paint. And then I backed it up with just premium acrylic paint. Oh, Louise says it's also on Paramount Plus. What color stuff can you put on to highlight? I don't know. The only thing I know to highlight cracks with is the mica powders or like the stuff from TH Decor, the wax. But to highlight this, you can use Rub and Buff or Liquid Gold is like what I usually do. Exclamation point Sam, all one word, no spaces. Yes. I don't know if it has to be lowercase, but possibly that's, I don't know how I put it in the chat box. I changed the order. This is going to need one more coat, I think. And Lord of the Flies. Yes, Janet. It's very good. So it's on Paramount Plus. I watch it on Netflix, but you can watch it on Paramount Plus. It's very good. Are they coming out with a season 4, or like is it 3 seasons and it's over? Does anybody know? Or will there be a 4th season? I'm only on season 1. So I don't know. I'm not so much worried about the inside. I really want this out here because that's what we're gonna check. I've never seen Extracted. What's that about? And the other night we did watch a good movie with my man, Jason Statham. It was called Men at Work or Hard at Work or something like that. It's a typical Jason Statham movie. Kind of was along the same lines as Taken, but it was really good. And I think he's just a cutie patootie. Hey, Pamela. But that was a good movie. We did watch that. Me and Michael watched that the other day. He went to bed early yesterday, and when I got home, I made myself dinner. I didn't eat it all yesterday, so I came home and I devoured 3 fajitas. And then by the time I was done, he was sleeping. So I watched Yellow Jackets, and I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. I'd fallen asleep in the chair in the living room. And I had to like go back and rewind to get to where I left off because I was sleeping right through it. They should have season 4 because it's not over. Oh, okay, good to know. It's unfinished. Okay, good. Barbara Jean, it's exclamation point paper. Oh, Francis, I hope you're getting better by the day. I love Jason Statham. Hey, Marilyn, where you been? Nice to have you back. Louise, did you like it? The never-ending fajita. You can just keep eating. And I get the ones with, I get carb-free fajitas or tortillas, so I don't feel bad. Okay. Yeah, isn't he so cute? Like, my husband would fight for me like that if I came up missing. Okay, I'm just making sure I got all the spots. Oh, there's a big piece of my hair. Gosh, the other day we had my family here for Easter, and I'm sitting with my brother while he's eating, and all of a sudden he's like, pulls out this really long piece of hair. He's like, yours, I presume? And I was like, so sorry. Yeah, it was in the sweet potatoes. My old boss was Jason's double. Ooh, no kidding. Like, for sure. Isn't Jason Statham like English or British or Scottish or something, Jackie? Maybe. He's too cute, though. That's all I know. Phew, I'm starting to sweat already. Possibility of 5 seasons of Yellow Jackets, but dates not announced for season 4. Marianne, I don't know what mine is. I get 2 kinds. So this one is just, it was carb-free. And the other one I really like, it's sun-dried tomato basil carb-free tortillas. I don't know who makes it though. Holly, we don't know. I don't know. It was long, so it was probably the real fake hair. He's English. He's so cute though. I'll take him any which way. All right, so we got this. Now we got to do our little stripies. I think I'm just going to use a pencil since we're only doing yellow. I don't want to do anything really dark. Look, that's what it was, Holly. Mission, try the ones that are sun-dried tomato if you can get it. So I'm going to show you guys, if you want to do checks or stripes or anything, you have to be even all the way around. So I just pretend it's like a piece of a pie. So I'm just going to draw a line here. I'm going to draw a line right across from it. I'm going to draw another line. I think checks would be cute on this, don't you think? Tomato, I love anything tomato basil. Tonight I'm meeting my girlfriend for dinner. And I'm going to go right here in the middle of this one. Middle of this one. This one. And this is just going to guarantee you that you have complete and utter evenness. I have used Dixie Belle before. It was Bonding Boss. It was called something else. I need to get more. I've been lazy, guys. I have all this stuff that I keep telling myself I need to order, and then I don't do it. And I get sidetracked, and you know, life gets in the way. And then before I know it, you know, it's 10 o'clock at night and I don't feel like doing it. It's my life. So you're just gonna find the middle of these two lines, and I just kind of eyeball it with my pencil. You told him it wasn't yours. I think Slick Stick. That's what it used to be. Yeah. So see, we have an even number of lines right now, but you want to keep going, because if we're going to do checks, then some people can't even like take hair out of the shower. I got no problem with hair. All right, so I'm going to put a little mark here that this is where I started, and I'm going to cut, and again, you're just going to take a line and go down the middle of these ones that you already have till you get all the way around. And then these are going to be, then we'll have to draw a line around the middle, because this is going to be how we check it. Going to check it. Could be a song. And sometimes when you start getting skinnier and skinnier in your lines, this is where I get confused. That's why I always like make a little spot where I started, so I know that I'm back at the beginning right there. So this is what we have so far. You go through 32 ounces. I believe, Valerie, you do a lot of, especially, I think what you do, Valerie does beautiful work with the black and white checks. I think for that, when you're starting out with a white base, you have to have that stuff, because especially the stuff that you're painting. So now I think we're just gonna do, it's just gonna be one, like 2 rows. So you're just gonna take your pencil, and I just kind of find the middle, and I give it a little curve. And you just want to make sure that they're matched up on the other side. And remember, they don't have to be perfect. I don't use a straight edge. I just wing it. And then just make sure when you're coming up to where you started, it's easier this way, but if you're doing like a canister, that's where, like, do half and half. See, I can line that up pretty good. Oops. And that's going to be our checks. See how easy that was? And then you want to make sure that, now I'm going to check this out. Remember I did this last week. Where did I do that? Was that? And you're going to do every other. And I just mark it off, so I know when I start painting. Because believe it or not, you don't think that you would paint wrong. Done it numerous times. And you just get to chatting with your peeps, and before you know it, you got 2 squares that are right next to each other, and you painted in the same color, and you're like, what was I thinking? You weren't thinking, peeps. You were not thinking whatsoever. I'm going to take this brush, and wipe it off a little bit, and then I'm gonna stick it, and we're done with the white, so I'm gonna stick this in my brush tub. Try to do something different here. It's thundering, and no kidding, Rhonda, it's beautiful here right now. The trees are starting to bud. I see green little leaves. We have two Japanese, well, actually 3 or 4 Japanese maples around our yard, and they're all like beautiful flowering. It's so pretty. Okay, so now I need to make some yellow paint. I want to try to match up this yellow. Isn't that going to be pretty? So what I got was Paint Pixie Juicy Mango. This is a new paint color that they just came out with. It's called Juicy Mango. You've been there, Debbie Soltenberg. Done that numerous times, my friends, yes. So I don't know if this is gonna be too dark. This is almost like a mustard color. See? I wanted to give it just a little bit lighter, so I'm just gonna mix in a little bit of white. Cindy Lou, she is on. I believe she has Check Savvy. Okay, I lied. So Studio MDAZ, that's who you're thinking of. She lost her page. And she has Check Savvy Live, which is her private group, which she's live in frequently. And then she has Check Savvy Sisters. Those are 2 groups. One is paid, one is not. But just recently, she has since, in the past month or so, I think, has gotten Studio MDAZ back. I don't know if she's going live over there or not, but go back, Studio MDAZ. Somebody, I'm sure, drop a link for Debbie's, all the things. But yeah, she's still here. She's still doing all the things, all the checks. And I believe she's just now got her page back. I did buy a Zen brush yesterday. Let's see if your sister here can find it. I washed one. Do that. I've seen her like, oh good. So then she's been on there. Yeah, just, this brush is kind of crappy. I'm just going to try to make this. The Beekeeper is Jason Stratham. That's a movie, Beekeeper. That's a good movie too, actually. But Yellow Jackets is the one. It's very creepy, but it's good. What do you guys think about that? Maybe a little bit lighter, just a little bit more white. She is, so there's going through some reels. Yeah, I don't know what's on Check Savvy, or I'm confused. Studio MD, what she's doing over there. I usually see her in my feed on Check Savvy Live. Oh yeah, this is it. Look how pretty. So this is Paint Pixie, their new color, Juicy Mango. And I just mixed in a little bit of white paint. Do you guys think that looks good? I think it's perfect. So yes, she's still here, her and her mom. Making their little cute crafts. I know, I love this color. This is like my second favorite color. Hot pink. Hot pink. Should I go a little lighter? Somebody said lighter. Working Man, that's what I was just talking about, Deborah. Yes, that's a great movie. We just watched that the other night. It was very good. I mean, all his movies are typically the same. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yep, I love it. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. A little lightest yellow. Look at how pretty. It's perfect. On that page. There. Oh, there's Sufena. Sufena works for Debbie. So yeah, you can find her over there. All right, I'm gonna move the paper, and I don't know about doing. I'm gonna be kind of messy here. I'm not gonna lie, because I know I'm gonna cover this up with green. So let's just get to paint checks. Shit, I already screwed it up. Oops, I said the bad word. We need to go this way. I just got a little bit of puddly paint. Let me grab a small brush and try to get rid of it. Now you can see my pencil lines a little bit underneath there, but I think when I wax it, it'll probably remove that. Or maybe just a little second coat will be required. Isn't that going to be pretty? Yeah, you know what's funny, Sue? It amazes me how many people, like, especially when I paint checks of anything, how many people ask me where she's been. Because to me, it's just like, I guess I understand because people come onto my lives and they're like, where you been? I don't know if it's the algorithm, you know, can get a little janky. No, it was a fuzz. I got it though. And hopefully I made enough paint. And I don't care if I'm going up over this fancy edging because we are going to be removing that. And all I'm gonna do is make sure I get far enough down here on this edging because I'd like to put some bling trim there. Isn't that gonna be pretty? Thank you for using friction. Can you use your heat tool to erase? Yes, I have a friction pen, but being that this is yellow, I was afraid that it would still show through, so I opted for pencil. And the pencil will come off with the wax and probably another coat. Thank you, Audrey. Yeah, the pencil's coming right off. Let's look at how pretty this is going to look. And this is going to be a gorgeous tray. All right. I got the fan on in here, guys. It's, you know, we're coming to be summer, and when it gets to be 80 outside, it's so hot up here. I got a little bit of a headache. And but I took a sinus pill, so I'm hoping that it kicks in here sooner than later. Stephanie, same here in Ohio. It's absolutely spectacular today. Finally. Finally able to get the bug out of the garage. I've been driving the bug the last couple days. It's nice. Everywhere I go in that pink bug, people stop me. At the gas station this morning, I rolled, maybe that's why I have a headache, y'all. I got a coffee today from Junque for the first time in like months. Maybe that's why I feel jittery. I bet you that's why. Hey, Reba Rose. I need to get a little AC unit. Something. I've been saying that for 2 years. And I did have something up here last year. It just didn't cut the mustard. It didn't cut the mustard as I'm using a mustard colored paint. That's funny. Oh, I had my top down this morning. I had my top down yesterday. It was perfect. It's sitting out in the driveway right now, and it's got the top down. I had the grandkids this morning. Brittany had an appointment, and they're so stinking cute. I was sitting on the floor with Logan, the baby, and Sienna was dressed up as Moana. She's so funny. She is really like a true redhead. Her personality is so stinking hilarious, but she's so sweet. She came up to me and she puts her arms around my neck and she's like, I love you. I was like, I love you too, baby. And then 2 minutes later, she comes back. I love you. Gives me another big hug. I love you. So sweet. Karen, I don't think so. About what? Refresh my memory. I want to say I did, but maybe I didn't. I've had so many emails, but I did check my emails. Give me a clue. He could put a wall mount in your room. We came out. I don't remember. Daryl's AC. He could put in a wall mount. Well, see, the wall mount thing, though, that I looked into that last year, you need to cut a hole through the siding. And that's the only thing that I'm not sure about. And we have casement windows. But I looked for like some of those stand-up ones, and it's got like the vent. You need to vent it out the window. I can't because I don't have push windows. Yes, Leslie, she's so stinking sweet. And then, you know, I'm telling you, I call her a little Spitfire. I mean, she is got the personality of a fiery redhead. And the baby is just so stinking adorable, too. I mean, they're so cute, both of those girls. All those girls. And Maddie's like a little lady now. They grow up so fast. I'm telling you guys, how do I have a 22-year-old? Get a mini split. What's a mini split? Yeah, I mean, I know that there's a way, like Mike said, you know, if you want one of those ones that have the vent, he can make me like a thing. You know, Mike is good at making stuff. He can make me like a partition that we can put in the casement window to get the little vent out. But then again, but on nice days when it's not 100 degrees, I want to open my windows, and I don't know. But I know what you mean. I think that other one is like you have to have a hole cut into your siding. Because it has to have somewhere to go, I think. Mandy, she's so tall. Well, she's not super tall, but compared to the last time you guys saw her on one of my lives, yeah, she's like a little lady now. All right, so let's dry that. I'm probably going to have to do another yellow. I can still see. I'm going to one of my cases and then put plexiglass. Yes, that's what Mike was saying you have to do. Mini split, hot and cold. I don't need cold. I mean, I have a heater up here if I need it. Maybe if even, you know what? Like, even if I just had a desk fan blowing on me, that might work. But then when you do that, then it dries up like your paint faster. So I don't know. All right, some of these I can still see the X through. What am I going to do if I can't get that covered? So I'm just going to throw one coat of paint. Yes, covering it. This is going to be really, really, really pretty. I have a quote, AC for camping, a cooler. Your favorite color, Jan? This is my second favorite. Pink and this yellow and pink, hot pink are my favorite. I was at Dunkin' Donuts today and the girls were like, oh my God, your car is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You have a Barbie car. I'm like, please no. I don't want it to be known as a Barbie car. Barbie to me is like Pepto-Bismol pink. I'm like hot pink, you know? But it was too funny. Deborah, we've had that all looked at. I think it's because, so we have 3 levels to our house. And I think, honestly, for a house this big, our house is almost 4,000 square feet. I think for a house this big, when they built the house 30 years ago, they should have probably had 2 units, like 2 or however they do that, like dual zone, and they don't. So it's always like super hot upstairs. It's always, and no matter We've got like the vents that say winter, spring. We do all that and it still don't make a damn bit of difference. It's done blinging out my mailbox. Ah, look at that. Hi, Darlene. How are you feeling, Darlene Lang? I just saw her name pop up. Hey. All right. Just going over a couple where I can see some of those lines. I'm thinking the wax will take care of the rest. You know what? I'm here to inspire you guys to try something new. So if it's a little imperfect and it's still got some flaws, then so be it. Right? You need to exactly, Rhonda. That's why I think that it's the way that it is. Like downstairs, it's perfect. And like, you know, we're like freezing on the main floor. But then you come up here, like, I'm not kidding you when I tell you, it's 10 degrees hotter up here in the summer than it is. And then downstairs, like, in our, like, lowest level, like the basement where the kids' bedrooms are, and we have another family room down there, it's frigging like an icebox. Sandra, somebody would just, oh, Working Man, Sandra Anderson with Jason Stratham. Okay. I still see some pencil lines here and there, so I'm just trying to get those out of the way. I'm just afraid that the friction pen, maybe I'll have to try that on a light color. I was afraid that that might show through too. Even though they say they disappear, it does disappear with the friction pen with the heat, but it still leaves like an indent. So, look at how beautiful that is. Oh, Sarah, really? That stinks. Get done with the yellow. Let's give it a dry. I'm trying to like wipe my brushes off before I throw them in the brush tub. Michelle, you sent me a picture messenger. Okay, good. I don't know if I think I did, but I don't know. Hangs on the wall, not in the window. Yes, but don't you have a vent that goes outside to your house? Oh, Sandra, I don't know if that was on Netflix. That might have been on Prime, The Working Man. I think that was on Prime. Yellow Jackets is on Netflix. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of Taxi. Doesn't this look like a taxi? That's so funny. Okay, so here's our paper. Don't you think this, guys, is gonna look good? Now, I did lose a little bit of the image, but who cares? Look at how pretty this is. If you had a second unit added, yes, that's what we need, Leslie. Am I getting a delivery? I mean, literally, my shorts are sticking to the leather chair. It's all nasty and wet. I get pencil mark through the paint. I was just thinking maybe a colored pencil. Oh, Janet, that's a good idea. See, I don't let it bother me. I just work it. I work with it. But if you, and I think if we wax this, try the friction pen. Does anybody know if friction pen will still show up under with something light? That's what I was afraid of. That's why I didn't use the friction pen, because I was like, what if it still shows up? So I opted for pencil, because there's times I've used that friction pen on something dark. It's great. But I'm thinking too that wax might help. Oh, there's a hair. Hell, I always have hair in my projects, dog hair, Kathy hair. I think I can handle a few pencil marks. But I'm curious, maybe Valerie knows because she paints a lot of checks. Does the friction pen work? Will the friction pen show up under light? Because like I said, guys, I've used it plenty of times, and there are some times where it's still it still leaves a line. And I was a little nervous being that this is such a paler color. If it was black, it's not a big deal. I'm just touching up a couple of things that I see. Not too shabby. These all the time, you just have to put heat on it for a bit. Even in light, but yes, I've used it before, and after I put heat on it, I could still see a line from the friction pen. Maybe I was doing something wrong, but I know that I remember seeing a line on there. And I thought, well, that's weird. And I had heat on it. Oh well, lesson learned. We'll just make do with what we got. Here's the thing, if somebody's looking this hard at my lines, then they're not my people. Can you imagine, like, if somebody walked into my home and was like admiring my tray, like, oh, you still can see pencils? I'd be like, get out. Get out right now. You ain't my people. I would never do that to somebody. I would maybe quietly guffaw at them, but I would never say it out loud. My mama done raised me right. And speaking of my mama, y'all, I have to do a post later. It is my parents' anniversary today. And they've been married for 53 years. I know, Kathleen, right now I got shorts and I'm sweating. Yep, so it's my parents' 53rd wedding anniversary today. God bless them. I gotta do a nice little post on my page for him. My mom gets tickled pink when I post anything about her and y'all comment. Oh, I see one more and then I'm gonna call it a day and we're done. Dry it up and move on. You can sit here all day lollygagging about. My shorts came from Ross Dress for Less. Especially when you're using like a heat gun. It gets, yeah. Okay, so we got our, this looks like a taxi. I love it. All right, let's get our paper on here. So I'm gonna use my pigment infuser. My mom did makeup and skincare and she did that. I love it. What did she say? Can't help it. I check out people's hair, and whether I think it looks weird or not, I check people out, but, aw, Sue, it's amazing. What was I gonna say? Oh, I just don't say anything to them, you know? Man, I'm sweating. I'm just not gonna go and say anything like, oh. That's, I think, the difference. I check people out all the time. I had a customer tell me that she measured my checks and they weren't the same exact size. I would be like, oh my God. Valerie, was it you who had a post in Check Savvy Live talking about somebody wanted a custom order, but their husband was extremely picky? Something or another, yada, 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 and somebody wasn't sure. Was that you who was asking about that? I had to turn that job down myself. No, thank you. If it's not perfect, let me tell you, nothing we do here in the crafting world or the creative world, artistry, I bet you can ask a $1 million painter who sells paintings for $1 million, and I bet you there's some mistake or something that happened that wasn't supposed to be in there. It's just, it's you can't expect anything in the creative world to be 100%. Look at Mackenzie Childs. They sell their stuff for an ungodly amount. In my opinion, it's not even worth it, and it's not perfect by any means. You know? See, another reason I don't have my iron, and I took my other big one downstairs, so I'm just gonna have to press these out with my hand. This is flat, so there's not too many. Hey, Sandra. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm a people watcher, and I don't say, but if you, now if you ask me, that's different. Like my girlfriend, she sent me a picture the other day, and it was this like suit, and I was like, where are you going? A business meeting? She's like, no, I'm going to New York. I'm like, all right, looks like you're going to a business meeting. I don't like it. But we dress completely different. I'm like t-shirt jeans kind of girl. And she's more like snazzy. And I saw my paintings are far from exactly. I mean, nothing is like perfect. Perfectly imperfect. I got it tattooed on my arm for a reason there, you know? All right. Oh, why did I do that? I need that again. Thank you, Donna. If you guys like, everybody asks about that necklace. It's open heart necklace. It is from Touchstone. I believe it's sterling because I never take this off. I shower with it and everything. We have a stink bug. Uno momento, por favor. Where? Hi, Shelly. No kidding, Sue. Cindy, my lipstick, I use Ophir, the Velvet Bond lipstick, and Rose. You can find that on my link tree. I don't see, you never see me live anymore. Sandra, I'm live 5 days a week. Make sure your notifications are on and you're still following, and you can sign up for my Telegram. I don't see one. If you guys see one and I don't see it, I don't see it. So screenshot it and then you can message it to me, because then I can take care of it after the live. Sometimes I don't see it. So I didn't see it. Most of the time I do though. So sorry about that. Just ignore. All right. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm in love with this tray. I am going to put a coat of the Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser on top. I'm going to get right around to the edge. I can't go back. Oh, well, if anybody sees it, just screenshot it. I didn't see it on there, but it'll come up. And lately, I've been having so many of them. I don't know what the heck they've been coming from. I usually didn't have any for a long time, because I have like multiple countries blocked in my back office here on the book. I don't care if I'm like losing like numbers or whatever. I blocked entire countries. I have like 54 countries blocked on my page, because they're all just, they don't need to be here. And when they do come here, they're just weird. A yellow cord. I was gonna put rhinestones. Let's dry this. I do need to put some, I think we're gonna wax this, okay? I think we're gonna wax it. I think it'll match this background better. Even though I like it, it's nice and bright. I think waxing will just give it a nice soft look. on. I'm getting really good at mixing my colors, am I not? 4th of July and 53 Christmas signs. Christmas already, Reba. What? No, I feel like Christmas just happened. I'm going for the 4th of July. 4th of July. I'm down for it. Christmas already, but I guess Christmas in July. Do I have yellow bling? I don't know, but we might find something. I got some Totally Dazzled we can play around with. All right, I'm taking my Bare Wax in dark and medium. A question about silver extras. Question about silver extras. Karen, I don't think so. I've sealed the paper with the Posh Talk Pigment Infuser because that's my decoupage medium. When I go over everything, it'll be the triple thick Decor to make it nice and shiny. This is just my paper. You guys should also be able to block, because like when I'm watching other lives and I see like a weird troll come on, or a weird troll come on, I block them immediately. So, and then I'll go back from my personal page and I'll block them on my personal page too. All right, I'm gonna do some dark wax just on the tray over here. On this yellow. I think it's gonna match really perfectly. And it's not, there's really not a whole lot of detail on this flat part, so it's not like it's gonna be real noticeable, but the wax is going to give it just a nice sheen. And I'm hoping that wax gets rid of any little paper things that we got. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and give a small light coat of wax over here as well, just to make it all blendy blendy. Look at how beautiful. Maybe I need to put my fan's on medium, y'all. Hey, Noreen. Okay, so now we're just gonna buff, but see, my fan is running, which everything dries up faster. That's what you gotta be careful of. That's why I sometimes don't want a fan like right in front of me. I had to go place my bet on horses. Horses? What are you betting on horses for? Okay guys, see, we waxed it, but look at how pretty. So I want to take this green that's over here, and you can see a couple of my pencil marks, but guys, I'm not winging, I'm not stressing over it. Like Sue said, if you get any Mackenzie Childs and somebody's going to complain art checks, well, that's a no bueno, because theirs is far from perfect and mine is less than perfect. The Derby there races all day. Oh, I don't like those kind of races. I don't like dog races. I don't like horse races. I think they're mean. Now I am going to go and use some triple thick Decor on here. I think it's lovely. The pony races are going. See, I watch like the Kentucky Derby. Maybe I'm getting confused. The dog races. Is it the dog or Derby? Or is the Kentucky Derby coming up? Oh, okay, that I'm okay with. I thought about like, we get those horse race, like the greyhounds I don't like. Darlene, I'm always praying for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go with a little bit of triple thick Decor, and I'm gonna do I'm not gonna do the outside just yet, but I want all this to lock in. So this is 3 parts triple thick, 2 parts Decor. And that's just gonna give it a nice shine. I do have some cute little butterflies that I could put on here, if I so choose to do so. That'd be cute, right? I just think yellow and lemonade and bumblebees. I was kind of like spring fever. I'm in like a patriotic mood lately, and spring fever. Mike stopped at home before my live, and he was like, gotta get that pool open. Yes, sir. So he's gonna try to get somebody here this weekend and get the pool open. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll go down to 4 days a week live so I can enjoy the summer. I did that last year. You gotta suck up the nice days in Ohio when you can get them, because sometimes they're far and few between. Mostly, yes. Some of the, I think those horses are, but like here we have like a track, and I don't know. It's like the dogs, and you see all those like poor little greyhounds. I don't like that. And they all need rescued. Hi, Ivory. Yes, and I keep it in these little glass containers. You do 3 parts triple thick to 2 parts Duraclear. Oh, Shannon, we have the Northfield track. I think that's where I was yesterday. Northfield. I was everywhere yesterday. Well, there's some pencil marks everywhere, but I'm not really worried about it too much. All right. Can you tell I don't sweat the small stuff, y'all? Here, this thing. I am just here to teach and inspire y'all. The Kentucky Derby's a week from Saturday, May 3rd. We are going to Cinco de Mayo. Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Jana, that's a good idea. A fan underneath my desk. And usually in the summertime, you're going to find me barefoot and in shorts. And like I live in these kind of shorts, guys. Like these just like regular shorts. You're going to see me in summertime. Cut off t-shirts. Yeah, I'm comfortable. And I'm usually barefoot like I am now. You can outline the checks with green. I'm not really worried about it. Now we got to make some green. We got to mix some more paint. Let me try to keep my desk nice and neat. It feels so good to have a clean workspace. All right, so these, I have this green, which it's really dark, and I have a little color chart over here. It said yellow and green make chartreuse. So I don't know if I should mix that yellow and this green and see what kind of green I get. Do you guys just want to play around with some paint for a minute? Because you don't know unless you figure it out, right? So. Hey, Mickey, welcome. I hope I said your name right. Mickey? Mikey? 90 in St. Petersburg. Oh, I wish. It's 82 here today. It's freaking perfect. All right, let's see if this will do. So my color chart said if you mix yellow and green, which this is a dark green, you get, Cindy, thank you. Let's just try, because we don't know until we try, right? I'm here to inspire. So if you guys decide to get this paper from Reba Rose and you want to color match it, there you go. Now you know what it is. I'm not going to waste the brush. I'm just going to use a little sticky stick. Hibernate in the summer. Oh, I would be just the opposite. It said you should get a chartreuse. Would you look at that? That's not too shabby. Is that the right kind of green? Possibly some of it. But then I wanted to see what happens if I mix this color paint. What happens if I need to get my nails done too, guys? They are so overgrown. Oops. Wait a minute. Desi got me a whole jar of little blades because she says I'm ruining my fingernails. Thank you, Desi. Just like a charm. Summer has arrived in Fort Myers. I can't wait to get back there. All right, let's do a little bit of this with the green. I wanted to see what this color and the dark green. Ooh, that's like neon green, y'all. Let's see. Ooh, that's like a lime green. That's pretty too, though. Look at that. Which color for the tray? Okay, I think that's too bright. I'm kind of thinking, like, what if we take this green and just put a little bit of it in here? Let's try it. This was the yellow in the green. I think this one, I think that one. See how much fun that was? What's up? Hey, Jacqueline, add more yellow. I like that one. I think it looks pretty. And don't forget, we're gonna put some gold on top, so it's gonna, some of it's gonna, you know, tinker off there. Taper off, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Got a brush that I like. There we go. I like the lighter green. Here, let's do the lighter green, because you know we don't know until we try. Let's just see what we got here. So we can always go over it with the dark if we don't like the dark. And then maybe I'll go over it with some, there's that color. See, I think that's too bright. And then hi, Dewana. I like the darker one too. I think that's gonna, now I'm just gonna do a little bit of the dark on this side, and you guys can pick. I think this one's gonna be the winter chicken dinner. Yep. I think the darker is the winner. All right, so let's get this. Hopefully I have enough freaking paint to paint all these little, which I think I do. Doesn't take much. And I'm not trying to be like totally perfect. I'm just kind of swooping my brush around those little scrolly parts right here. Just like that. And then I'm probably gonna take, oh, I like it. I think instead of doing gold, I think what I'm gonna do is probably do some white, if that makes sense, like a whitewash on top. So it's gonna tone down even more. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like a limey, it's like lemons and limes. So if you guys want to try this and create your own lemon stand, whatever lemon project, Reba Rose has this paper. You can do exclamation point paper, and the chat bot will drop you a link to the Reba Rose site. And then just type in lemonade or lemons. I'm not sure what the title was. And I believe this comes in both A3 and A4 size. I like it. Okay. What a fun little project today. I have been wanting to do something lemony for so long. I saw a furniture maker, it might have been Kasha, doing something with a lemon transfer from Primo or IOD, and I thought I had that one, but I guess I don't. And ever since I saw that, it was like a buffet makeover, I've been wanting to do something lemony. Okay, so hope that didn't screw up. I think that made that a little bit darker on that side because we put that fluorescent green, but I think if we do a whitewash over it, I don't think it's gonna matter. I think it'll all get evened out in the long run. If not, I'll just have to do like heavier, another coat of green. Oh, Rhonda Reader says, Reba, if you're still on, she wants some cool wine papers. Reba's got a lot of wine papers. I've actually done stuff with them. I think. I'm almost positive. I did a charcuterie tray. I'm pretty sure Reba's got a couple wine papers right now. Have you looked, Rhonda, on her site for wine or vino? I think she's got some. Kasha's amazing, is she not? Like, I've painted my fair share of furniture in the day, but dang, she makes it look so stinking easy. Especially how she uses all that like gold leaf stuff. I'd be on the struggle bus with that stuff. She's extremely talented. Okay. Look at how pretty that is. It's probably going to need a second coat. But then again, I guess like you guys say that to me, like you make everything look so easy. Maybe Kasha looks at crafters and like, how do you do that? Or we look at her, she's a furniture painter, and I'm like, how does she do that? But I mean, it's probably like how sometimes you guys say to me, you make it look so easy. You get used to what you do, and you know, and she's good at what she does. That's a definite. And she's got them gold transfers, which I think I finally, remember guys, I had that fail with the gold Kasha transfer. I was watching her paint something today using that gold transfer. Do you know what I think I was doing wrong? So you know how like when you have a regular transfer, you like transfer the whole image, right? Like you rub everything out. She was doing that gold transfer, and she only rubbed out the image. The background she left alone. Lemon Rose Cafe is this paper, what this paper is called. She left that alone. She just took the image. So I think maybe I was applying it wrong. Maybe because I didn't read the directions, because I think I know how to use a transfer. But maybe with those transfers, you can only rub out the image part. Could be a possibility that I did it wrong. So I'm going to try it again. All right, I'm going to give one more coat of this green that we made, just because there's a couple of spots that are a little bit lighter, and I think this might be the side that we did the fluorescent on. I don't know, but I want to make sure that it's everything the same. And I still see some yellow popping through here that when I painted those checks that are squeaking through. Hey, Stacy, what's going on, sister? Yes, look at how good that's gonna look. I love, if you guys decorate with like lemons and limes, I think that is so like perfect, like when you're doing like the apothecary jars, especially in the springtime, and you've got your faux lemons and limes in there. I love, love, love that look. And being that my front door is yellow and my dining room is blue, I've incorporated like blue accents into my kitchen. So this would actually look perfect in my kitchen. I have, right next to my coffee machine, I have like a little easel, and I change out the picture there. I have my Jesus and coffee one, and then right now I have my little Easter tray that I did a couple years ago sitting there. So maybe when I do my picture, I'll do this one. All right. So what do you guys think? I'm thinking white. And I don't even think I want a white wax over the green. I really think I just want to grab some white paint and almost like rub and buff it. Like make it like it's a rub and buff. Oh, Cheryl, yes. He was so exhausted when he got home though. It was like an hour, well, probably on the bus it took longer. I made it there in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. He has another game in Akron on Friday. Do I have any Akron fans on here? We'll be at Hoban on Friday. I think that'll probably take me about an hour, a little over an hour to get there. Yeah, I'm thinking straight white, not white wax though, I don't think, for some reason. I'm thinking more, I was initially thinking gold. Oops. I was initially thinking gold. But the more I'm looking at this, it's got enough gold on here because that yellow is so vibrant and so goldy. See, my eyes are itchy, y'all. Maybe it's my allergies. I took an Advil, cold and sinus. My teeth don't hurt anymore. I feel like the sinus pressure is gone, but dry brush. Yeah, I'm picking dry brush white. The difference in A3 and A4, A3 is bigger. It's like an 11 by 17. And A4 is smaller. It's like a regular size sheet of paper. Did I do all the sides yet, guys? I think I did, right? I feel like this looks pretty good. Okay, let's dry it up. And then I do want to seal this green paint once we get it all done and on there. Barb, I think it's just Kasha, right? Does anybody know? I think it's just Kasha. I think it's just Kasha. Does anybody know the page name to Kasha? Does it go, is it Kasha? I think it's just Kasha. It should come right up. I imagine if you type in Kasha, I'm sweating, it would come up. I'm sticking to the chair. My legs are sticking to the chair. It should come up, but I could be wrong. Thank you, Jackie Turner. Okay, I think we nailed that green. It's gorgeous, but see, this is a little too dark. We want to see that detail of this beautiful tray. So I don't want to do gold. Oh, but before this dries up, what I want to do, oh, we don't want to do rhinestones. I'm going to do like a peridot green rhinestone, and I will do that with you guys because I want you to see. Hey, would a mica powder work on this to bring out the detail? We could try to do like a white mica powder. Would that work, Shannon? I don't know. Or should I do like a, let me let me just dry brush a little bit of white. All right, let me just dry brush a little bit of white. And then I might go over it with a little bit of might just go over it with just a little bit of oh my God, there we go. But will it be that noticeable? I kind of want it to be a little bit brighter. So I'm just going into the lid of this white. I'm going to offload most of it onto my brown paper. And I'm just going to use like the flat part of my brush, right? Kasha Furniture. And I don't know if I'm going to like that. Let's see. Or do I want to do it with my finger and make it more pronounced? It's not bad. And then what you can do is we're going to go over it with some, I'm going to go over it with some mica and see what that looks like. They need to make like a white, a white rub and buff. I don't know if I like it. And they've got some green. This is green shimmer. Let's see. Try brush with yellow. I don't think I want it to be yellow. I see. Let me just see here for a secundo. I'm going to use a little bit of this mica powder in this color. I don't know what color it is, but it's kind of like a greenish gold. Maybe go over that white a little bit. Okay, there's the white. That's with the mica powder over it. I think I like it with the mica powder over it. Let's see. Kind of tones down the white a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. You have white rub and buff, Margaret? How come I don't have white rub and buff? Where did you get it at? Let me guess. Amazon? Has to be Amazon. I like that the white brings out all the designs. Isn't it terrible? I told my girlfriend I'd meet her and I totally don't feel like leaving the house. I have so much to do. I'm like, crap. I'm a terrible friend. Oh, I need that. So that's dry. Amazon, I'm gonna have to go look that up. Did not know that. Yeah, I like that it toned down the white. I like the white, but there's really nothing white in our frame because I did the wax, so it's more muted. And this kind of puts a soft shimmer, and then I just blow it off. And then then I take like a stiff brush, and then it really gets in there in all the crevices and whatnot. Lovely. I know, I hate canceling on people, even though I don't really feel like going anywhere now. It's like, oh. I do this to myself all the time. All the time. And I'm thinking, well, I have to eat, right? But here's the thing. She's going with people, she's meeting people that I don't really know that well, and then that gives me the, like, you know, I get to be a bit of a snob. Where I'm like, oh, and then I feel like I have to make small talk, and that's where I get weird. I know, I'm weird. I'm weird. You don't even have to tell me I'm odd. I can be a snot. Okay, so that's done. Okay, now I want to add something around this inside trim. I wish I had like lime green trim, but give me uno secundo. I'm gonna go grab some peridot rhinestones. Right here. Oh, it's gonna be freaking perfect. Somebody asked me to do rhinestone work, so I'm gonna show you that. I can even zoom you in. And then what else? Oh, rhinestone trim. I was gonna see if I have anything that would work. How did you fall down? Oh, she fall down on me. Or it's too bad. See, I have this I could have sworn that I got this in like a bunch of colors, and for some reason, either it never came. I'm gonna have to look back in my order history, because all I got was this stuff. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe it came in these little packages. Hold on. I have so much bling in here. I'm an introvert too. People don't think I'm an introvert, but I'm a total introvert. Okay, so that's all little stuff. Yeah, I could have sworn that I got the 3-row. This is what I'm looking for. Like, this would have been cool. All right, so that's too much yellow. I actually need a green. Actually, it's not bad. There's that. That's kind of pretty. Or I've got like, I could have sworn that I got some. Or I could just do some of like silver like that. Not that I want silver though. I could have sworn I ordered. I'm gonna really have to check my, I don't know if I like the gold. Do you guys like that? Right, wipe the side of my shirt. Oh, wipe the boobies. Let's see. No, I might have to go. Oh, here's silver. And you only bought silver and gold. Hey, Lori. So here's silver. Kind of like the silver better than the gold. All right, let's get this back in here. My Junque Bling. That's black, and I don't like the gold. So somebody asked me to do, show them how to rhinestone. You think I should wait to get green? The silver's not bad, but I bet you I can get this in peridot. So these are your rhinestones. I get these on Amazon. And get your little green tray. And then I'm just gonna find a size I like, which I think I'm just gonna use this size. So these little boxes are AD beads. You can find these on my Amazon store. I get these all the time, and then I just dump them into my tray. And if you guys want, here's my rhinestone picker pen that I get from Totally Dazzled. And I will, if you guys want, I'll just, because I know somebody just asked for this, I'll just move you down right there. Okay, you're not gonna see my face for a few minutes because I'm gonna show my lovely person how to rhinestone. Super easy. We already sealed this, so I don't need to seal that. I do need to seal the outside edge, but I'm not worried about that. We're just gonna do the checks. This is diamond glaze glue. You get it on Amazon. It's in my Amazon store under the crafting category, and then I get these little bottles also. These beads are not Totally Dazzled. They do have rhinestones, but these come in all the colors. So I do have a lot of Totally Dazzled and a lot of AD beads. And then there you go into a little tray. And all I do is take this glue and you just literally drop a dot. And it doesn't matter what I'm rhinestoning, whether it be a tray, a cup, a picture frame. This is how I do it. I sit up here for hours. I'll let that dry. Now, I hit mine with a little bit of heat. I feel like it sets it up quicker. And then you just take your wax tip pen. I get this from Totally Dazzled, and it's got the interchangeable heads and this little wax tip, and you pick it up and you just drop it onto your glue, onto your little glue dot. And it's painstaking, it's very tedious work, but for me, like, my projects wouldn't be what they are without all the bling. So I'm a bling girl, and we're gonna go all the way around. And I always like to do the rhinestones where the checks connect. And sometimes this gets plugged up. It just, you know, you gotta play around with it. I keep like a little brooch there. And because it's so hot up here, probably don't need to give it heat because this glue dries pretty quick, and being that it's humid, it's probably. And that's what I use. And I have to say, this has quickly become my new favorite rhinestone glue. Yeah, it's very, yeah, some would call it tedious, but for me, I think it's what sets I speak for myself. I think it's what sets my projects apart because I came into this crafting world loving sparkle and literally couldn't find it anywhere. I'm definitely a maximal person. I'm not a minimalist. Some have accused me of being a maximist too much. I think more is better. I think the more bling is better. And as you can see, you can do this like in any color you want. I think the green is pretty. Oop, came back on me. And again, it's just personal preference. I just like sparkly things. Where they totally cover that. Yes, Valerie, that's what I mean. I have sat up here and done that countless numbers. You guys have seen my stuff. See? Just gives it a little bit of shimmer around there. Makes it look so pretty. And then it's therapeutic. Margaret, it's on my Amazon store. It's called Diamond Glaze. You can do ! Link tree. And go to my link tree, scroll down to Amazon, and it'll be right there. Now let me see if I like this silver. Diamond Glaze is the glue. Let me see what I can do. See if I like, or I'll see, maybe I will wait and get some. B7000 is terrible to get out. I totally understand your pain right there. That's why my friend Laurel turned me on to Diamond Glaze, and it's been a game changer. Do you guys think silver or green? I don't know if it would be too much green. But I kind of feel like it needs green. I think I'm gonna order some 3-strand peridot bling trim. I think that's gonna be better. Don't you think? Yes, in fact, like when I'm crafting with you guys, I'll do like, I'll start off with like, you know, hot gluing things, and then I always say, you know, I can pop it off. And then I back it up with either like the UV resin or the diamond glaze. UV resin I like for Totally Dazzled. Depends on what what you're putting on. You could put stickles on the letters, yes. I think I'm going to actually resin this tray, but I don't want to do anything with the bottom until I get the I think that is so darling, but you're right. I think I'm gonna do green. No, I don't want to do individual because I want this 3. Actually, this 3, yeah, it's like, I might actually do 4 rows. 4-row green. It literally, actually I'll do 3, but I think that would be pretty in the green all the way around. And the mica powders that I use, you can find those on Amazon too. Just do ! Linktree, go to my Amazon store, and it's all in the crafting category on my Amazon store. So you can see everything I use is always on Amazon. I think green would be really pretty. And then I just have to seal this over here. You guys can hang out with me, seal that. And then I'm going, do we have one? Hi, Lisa Seiler. Oh God. Another one that has to try to prove his manhood on here with your big, strong muscles. Go take a hike, mister. It's so annoying. God. Glue dots. I don't think I'm gonna do glue dots. I think I gotta add sparkle, y'all. Yeah, I think it's pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna take my triple thick Duraclear, and all I'm gonna do is go over the green trim because that has more of like a dull finish, and I want, now that it's all done and we like the way that looks, I'm going to put a nice shine on that. So that protects our finish there, and then we can call it a day. And I'll probably throw some clear rhinestones over here on the edge. But seriously, go check it out. Go check out Reba Rose. She's got gorgeous paper. She just you can spend hours on her website. Just go look around. But I think lemons are gonna be popular this year. I think they're kind of trending now because I have been seeing them. Maybe I've just been seeing a lot of them because I've been talking about it and my phone hears me. But, so see, that's got like a nice little sheen to it now, and it all matches. He got the BBD. He got the BBD. Don't come on here and be a jackass, people. You're gonna get kicked off and deleted, banned, blocked, the whole 9 yards. No, I'm not frozen. I'm watching on my iPad. If you're frozen, it could be the book. It could be your connection. Just go out and come back in. And then the same thing on the tray. If you want to do some rhinestone, it's the same thing. Just pick a spot where you want to lay it, and yep. I think it needs that green center trim. Damn, I wish I had some here. I really want to do a picture on this. I think it needs green. Faux show. And I don't have anything green. But I can have it from Amazon here in a couple days. So that's what I'm going to do is get that peridot green right around that inside middle. And I think that's going to be so pretty. And then I'll take a picture of it on my couch, and then I will do all the supply links. But I will link, I'll take a picture of it like this anyhow, and then I'll do it before and after. So anyway, guys, that was fun today. I'm glad you hung out with me. I will be live tomorrow. I think the schedule says 2 o'clock, which is perfect. Margaret, I don't know what I did. I scratched it. So for some reason on this arm, it's like what those things my dad get. If I scratch my arm really hard, I get like those little broken blood vessels. And then I scratched it, or I hit it. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I'm getting old. I'm 50 already. But every time if I scratch right here, I get, there's a name for it. I just forgot it. Margaret, that's what I want, is that gorgeous lemon rub one. I'm going to go do that. I got to go do some computer work. I got to get my affiliate set up with Vintage Retail Therapy and go check out everything. And I'm going to clean my desk because I don't want it to get messy. It definitely needs the green, Jen. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. But anyway, I'm glad you guys like it. Don't forget, if you're watching on replay, you can do exclamation point paper. It's your kitchen, Lori. You can do exclamation point Sam to get this month's red, white, and blue bracelets. He's got about half left, so please take them off my hands. And then you can do exclamation point paint if you want to try this new juicy mango paint from Paint Pixie. It's a beautiful color, and this would work if you maybe have somebody in your family who's a taxi driver. A tray like this with a little taxi image would be really, really cute too. Right off the right side of your shirt. Oh. The tatas get in the way. And it's the mica powder. So anyway, you guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a get ready with me too. I don't know. I like to do those with you guys. Show you off the new Ophir stuff. Your kitchen too, Janet. That's awesome. So you guys go make your own. It's so pretty. And this tray I got at the Goodwill. So it's perfecty. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, my friends. Stay sparkly, and I will see all you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye.